Hi, I'm Belinda and I run a couple of marketing businesses here in Australia, and I love to think of myself as a global citizen.
Hi, I'm Jyll. I'm the country manager for the Philippine Hub and growing and learning with Sharesource for 5.5 years now.
Wow,
Can you believe it?
Years.
Yeah.
So today we want to talk about some common myths, some misconceptions, and maybe some stigmas, breaking down some of the limiting beliefs perhaps that are out there about remote workers. Okay, first myth.
All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Ready. All right, it's hard to collaborate with distributed teams and remote workers. I collaborate easily with teams that are onshore or working remotely or offshore. They can be anywhere. I think technology makes collaboration super easy these days.
Yeah, very true. And it makes work more fun. It makes it more challenging. And it's part of Sharesource culture, being challenged. And yeah, we love it. We learn from challenges, right?
Yeah, I think that if you can start each meeting, if it be on Zoom or whatever the platform is, with like you would if you're having a meeting in person, with a bit of, hey, this is what's going on for me. This is what I've done on the weekend. So you build that personal connection, that it isn't just all business. And I think technology can easily facilitate that.
Yeah, very, very true. And usually in Sharesource, we start our meetings with a grateful thing. So it really gives like a positive mood before we start the meeting. So
that's a great idea.
Yeah, grateful thing first. So that's how we do it.
All right, so that is definitely a myth. All right, here's our second one.
All right, so remote workers can only handle entry-level and admin work. What do you think? It's totally a myth. Over the years, we've grown and learned that it's not all about work itself, but how work is done, like how we build connections and how we maintain it. And it's also about finding the right operational model that works well with our company's stakeholders.
Oh, I mean, I always believe that there's smart people in every country. It's not just the simple work that we can, have remote teams working on. It can be the really complicated, the really specific. Because smart people are everywhere.
Yeah, very true. And we've already proven that wrong.
So, you definitely have. So definitely a myth. Oh, cultural differences will get in the way. I think cultural differences are the part that makes the teamwork interesting.
2 weeks ago, I was in Vietnam. I really feel immersed with their culture. They were like Filipinos, but with a Vietnamese twist. So it was really nice. It was fun. It's like having both like the work stuff and fun rolled into one. So
Oh, definitely. So definitely a myth.
Yeah, a myth.
Yep.
Technology plays a role in productivity, collaboration, and building connections. So I think that really is a truth. All right?
Yeah,
so
definitely
a truth. So as we bridge talent across different locations, really technology plays an important role. It also forms part of Sharesource key thrusts, along with experience, impact, and global footprint, wherein it all comes together and forms a synergy.
Yeah, so it's not the technology itself, it's all the systems and all the processes and the people element behind it all.
Yeah, it's like all rolled into one. I love using that term, like all rolled into one.
Yeah, definitely. Like the technology is the enabler of that.
Yeah. All right, so it's working with remote teams is prone to security breaches. True, it's like one of the first things that come to mind, right? So it's definitely a myth. While there's a possibility of that happening with the right IT systems in place, smooth operational processes, that include finding the right people with the right values.
The right attitudes towards security.
So where there is trust, we will be able to protect what needs to be protected.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
my turn. So remote talent can't speak English very well. Well, I think Jyll is a pretty good example of English is your second language. You speak English really well. Some of my team speak English better than me with some of the nuances. I mean, English is widely, taught all around the world. It's the common language that you learn from birth.
I know that learning is part of a Sharesource culture. We learn by experience, and English is one of the things that we learn. Like we have different accents in Vietnam, in the Philippines, in Australia, in UK, in Zimbabwe.
Yes.
So we get to learn a lot of different accents. So it's a learning experience for us.
Oh, and even the spelling. I know sometimes, you know, in Australia we like to have our S's and not our Z's.
Yeah, it's different in the Philippines though. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's definitely a myth.
Yeah, all right. So the last one for me. So remote teams have a high attrition rate. So that's a myth. I think we are now thriving in different or multiple work models, as this allow us to work in our own conducive environment.
I think that with any team, if you have a high attrition rate, it comes back to culture, doesn't it?
True.
So it doesn't matter if they're a remote team or if they're an onshore team. I think if your culture is not there, you're going to have an attrition rate anyway. So it's not just remote teams.
Yeah, very true.
So definitely a myth.
Yeah, definitely a myth.
Definitely. The company culture and values find and help select the best remote talent. Absolutely a truth. It's all about hiring the people that are the best fit for the job that you're doing. Yeah. And that's what I love about Sharesource, and I haven't seen it with anyone else, is that you not only recruit for the skills, but they also recruit for the cultural fit.
So we always do this thing. So I always teach or show this to our members. Like here in Sharesource, we find the balance between performance and value. So we weigh them out. And when one tips off the scale like this or this one, we have to pause, stop and reflect so we can center ourselves back again. Because finding the right balance between performance and values, this is a key ingredient for us.
Definitely a key ingredient. And actually, I always think that if you can get somebody that has the right values and the right culture fit, you can always teach them the processes and the technical elements of the job, but it doesn't work as well the other way around.
Yeah,
you
very
can't
true.
teach someone to have good values.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So that was some of the myths and some of the misconceptions that come up. So we hope that you've learned something today or have had a bit of an insight.
Yeah, hopefully. But if you'd like to learn more about Sharesource, check us out at our website, sharesource.com.au.